And then Lurchify, very generous $17 super chat. Thank you for that. Upston did not respond with policy or evidence. It was a political, philosophical, wealth creation is a given requirement. Wealth distribution is the key to ending poverty. Very nice.
I think this is key for me, is that every time they talk about growing the economy and that sort of thing, they're talking about wealth creation and job creators and that sort of thing, is it's very much, if the guys at the top are doing well, it'll trickle down to everybody else. You know, if we don't give these guys these breaks, then they won't make the jobs. And they don't sort of put any consideration into the moment the going gets tough for these guys, they ditch all the jobs. It's like this abusive relationship. They're always trying to downsize. They're always trying to become more efficient. They're always trying to trim their payroll budget. And I don't see, like, what is the government here for? Is it to look after business, or is it look after people? And it's the people that make up the businesses, and it's the people that make up the economy. And I think we're getting a really good example of that now with the absolute panic mode reaction that there's been a couple of stories about how Central Wellington is dying. And now Nicola Willis has demanded all government departments cancel work from home.
We'll play that clip.
It's just remarkable.
The thing about the whole trickle-down economics is it has not worked anywhere ever anywhere. There's no evidence. And like I used to always say when people talk, well, let's try trickle up. If trickle down don't work, how about we give the people at the bottom all the money, because then they have to spend it. The people at the top, and this is the thing, Chewy, these people who make more jobs, cool, they make more jobs, but then they also increase their wealth exponentially. And then, as you say, when the going gets tough, they cut all the jobs, but they're left with their exponential growth and their hoarded piles of gold coins that they can keep sitting on. And when the wealthy make more money, it doesn't get spent.
No,
not like people at the bottom. People at the bottom have to spend the money. People at the top choose to spend their money. So let's try trickle up for a while, I reckon.
Yeah. And look, that's a great one to pop up whenever someone goes, oh, you know, true socialism or true communism's never worked. It's never worked. And it's like, well, yeah, neither's trickle down, but you seem to like that.
Well, the truth is, in its absolute purest sense, most isms read okay. Capitalism reads okay. You know, the most popular product will make it through and will be a market leader. Except what happens is they privatize their profits, and then they socialize or nationalize their losses. When COVID hit, and I'm not saying they shouldn't have done this, but when COVID hit, all of the businesses, all those fucking boomers now who are I had them in my bloody Twitter feed over the weekend. It was unbelievable. Who are now complaining about Jacinda and that kind of stuff, all kept alive with their business, you know, business payments, and their staff kept going because the government helped them. In America, the car manufacturers got given huge helps by the government. So when they make lots of money, they put it in their mattress and they sleep on it. And when they lose lots of money, they either write off the losses and some smaller company pays for them, or they get help from the government because they're too big to fail. So the isms in their purest sense, you know, communism, socialism, capitalism, if you just read the dictionary definition, they all seem like they've got some kind of value. The problem is people get involved with them, and people are fallen, people are failed, and all of them become corrupt not because of the ism, but because of the people who run that ism. That's the problem.
I saw, we're going on quite the tangent now, Pat.
Okay.
I saw an interesting thing on Blue Sky earlier today, and it was like and this is maybe from the American frame of mind, but the real problem that people have is that they're comparing communism versus democracy, right? And it's not. Communism is is the rival for capitalism, not for democracy. Or maybe it's socialism or something like that. But it's not necessarily the political process. It's how your economy works.
Yeah.
Or doesn't work, depending. But yeah, when they say that communism isn't an answer, look, we've been doing capitalism for a little while now, And where we're at, this late stage capitalism doesn't seem to be much of an answer for anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell you, like, we all get a little bit sick and tired of capitalism and all being told to buy products and, you know, advertising and all that kind of stuff. But there is a new product that's come out recently. Sure, you know where I'm going now, don't you? That was smooth, eh?
Mm-hmm.
A new product that's come out recently. And I think we should perhaps maybe see if they want to sponsor the show. It's called the Alexa. Let's have a look. And look, maybe you'd want to purchase one of these as well for yourself.
Hey everyone.
Yay, it's arrived.
Hey everyone, Chris Luxon, TikTok King here.
Alexa, ke te pehe koe?
Sorry, I don't understand the question.
I hope you kept the receipt, babe. Alexa, how much do you think this block of cheese cost?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I imagine it's about the, well, there's numbers in my head, but I'm not going to say what they are.
Yo, Lux, do you think you're meeting all your targets?
It's not about the frickin' targets.
You what, mate?
It's not about the frickin' targets. It's not about the frickin' targets.
Okay. This is all.
It's not about the...
I think it's very good from the Labour Party because they're taking the piss, and I think it's a good path to take, you know. And I also think those quote lines that he has said, you know, we're not going to use the voter like an ATM. It's not about the frickin' targets. And we showed you this last week when he said it is about goals for something else. It's not about targets. They're the same thing. So it's important to keep those in the forefront of our minds, I think, and what he's been saying.